White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer apologizing tonight for comments that he made during his daily press briefing. While talking about the deadly attack in Syria, Spicer suggested that Adolf Hitler didn't use chemical weapons. This while he was comparing the Nazi leader to Syria's Bashar al-Assad.
We didn't use chemical weapons in World War II. You had someone as despicable as Hitler who didn't even sink to using chemical weapons.
What did you mean by that?
I think when you come to sarin gas, he was not using the gas on his own people the same way that Assad is doing. I mean, there was clearly. I understand your point. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. There was not in the. He brought him into to the Holocaust Center. I understand that, but I'm saying in the way that Assad used them, where he went into towns, dropped them down to innocent into the middle of towns, it was brought to it. So the use of it, and I appreciate the clarification there. That was not the intent.
Okay.
My God, Sean. 6 million men, women, and children, most of them rounded up indiscriminately and marched into gas chambers they were told were showers when they arrived at notorious death camps, or as Spicer would say, Holocaust centers like Auschwitz. The doors were then sealed, and then Zyklon B, a gas, was dropped onto those people. 6 million. And yet, when I dared question what Sean Spicer could have been thinking when he said that, I got this on Facebook today from Sarah. Careful, newsman, your bias is showing. Patrick, a frequent contributor to my Facebook pages. Bias or fake news just depends on the day, I suppose. And Mark writes, once again, the false equivalence crowd jumps into action. Benghazi. Mark, what the hell does Benghazi have to do with this? Benghazi, to be sure, was a dark stain on Hillary Clinton and the State Department, but this is not in the same solar system. Look, here's the bottom line. Stupidity or ignorance doesn't have a political party. It isn't Republican or Democrat. It is its own entity. And Sean Spicer's callous, reckless comparisons of Assad to Adolf Hitler show that he may not be a good fit for this job, where you are judged by your words. Yes, he's apologized. He needed to. But anyone who takes the job of being the press secretary to the man who holds the highest office in the land has got to be a better student of history and to know that while Assad is a monster who should be dealt with, Hitler was a monster who has the blood of 6 million on his hands. There is no comparison. And to suggest that calling Sean Spicer out was somehow politically motivated is insulting. And for those of you who will now write, stick to reading the news, I'm fortunate that my bosses give me the latitude to respond when it's called for, and on this day it was. And as long as we're on the subject, let's stop comparing our president to Hitler. It's ugly. As always, thanks for your comments, good and bad. We read them all.